My name is Rishad. Today is the 22nd of October 2023 and I'm going to be making my weekly prediction for Tesla. As usual, we'll go over the monthly, weekly, and finally the daily charts, and then I will give my final summary of the prediction at the end of the video. As usual, before getting into this video, it's important to make the disclaimer that all information is completely educational and therefore it's important to conduct your own analysis before entering any position in the market in order to avoid unnecessary losses. Now that we have that out of the way, let's get into the video. So, monthly charts, we can see quite a significant change from last time. We had this hazy uptrend, 3 spinning top candles for the past 3 months, and now we have, obviously we can't predict on this month, but we did have a spinning top last time we made this video. And we can see post the earnings report for Tesla how much the market has fallen. This is going to play a big role into how my prediction plays out. We can also see the RSI has crossed its average. Although it's not very visible, we can see from the numbers that it has crossed its average. Again, bearish confirmation. So let's head to the weekly charts. Now, we can see that we had sort of an erratic sideways trend. Now, this week, however, huge red candle, and we'll see this in the daily charts on high volume as well. Because of the earnings report of Tesla, the price has just rocketed down. And so it's important that we be a little bit safe. Obviously, we do expect that expect that the market continues to go downwards. However, we will be placing some effective resistances in order to ensure that profits are capitalized. Now, that covers our weekly charts. We can clearly see that there's a huge gap in the market and it's just fallen down. So in order for there to be any trade possibility of it going long, we would have to have an extremely high entry price. So that would be the high of this candle, 257.18. But when we head to the daily charts, we'll specify the actual trade entry point for the sell, which is most likely going to happen as we expect the market to go down. We can see that the RSI and its average have just rocketed down as well. So daily charts. Now this is interesting. We can see that the price has gapped down massively below this support, and it has continued to go in that direction, so there's even more confirmation. However, this candle had very high volume, which is obviously the volume was much lower on the second candle. So we can see that it did start to diminish a bit, so we do have to be a little bit conservative. Now, we need to set an effective support. So we can see there's a few points here which could be taken as support. We could say, obviously, we could take this point as a support. We could simply just take the low, which is what is the best support is. The low of this candle at 210.42. It's very close, but we just need one candle confirming that this bearish prevalence still exists. Although that's most likely going to be the case, we just want to be triply sure. We can see the RSI and the average has skyrocketed down. However, the RSI is now in the oversold area, but with Tesla, it tends to stay in these areas quite often. We can see that this market was overbought for quite a bit. It takes a while for it to reverse. So we can still safely assume that the market stays in this direction. And because of this earnings report, it's very, very likely that the market continues to go downwards. So this summarizes my prediction. I personally think that the market would head downwards, but just to be safe, I have set a support, which is the low of this candle at 210.42, and the resistance can just be the high of the weekly candle. So that wraps up this prediction, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.